Welcome to your daily focus for June the 14th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tara with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I truly mean that. Thank you. Now, let's turn to the cards and see what they have to tell us about today. King of Cups. A couple of people got that this week. King of Cups. Dad is in the house. Stereotypical dad shows up to say, what's your plan? How are you moving forward? What's the goal? What's the dream? What's the desire? Do we have enough money? Do we have a place to live? Do we have good people surrounding us? What's our expectations? Stereotypical dad are asking these things of us so that we think about them. So, through meditation today, through reflection, through prayer, ask yourself some of these questions about your plan. Today adds up to a 22. So we have that 22 energy again. The new moon was at 22 degrees. So, yes, we can have our greatest desires fulfilled if we have the plan, if we are logical about it. And that's not so easy today because the moon is in Cancer today. Mercury is in Cancer today. We're not as logical, we're more emotional. Emotion rules us more, so careful on that. Four of Swords, yes, recuperate, rest, unplug. Make your world go silent. See how long you can stand it. Before you want to look at your phone. Before you want to turn on your computer. Before you want to turn on your TV. Before you want to turn on your music. Sit in silence. The Four of Swords is typically the warrior who has come off the battlefield. So imagine yourself coming off this battlefield. And it's not probably the easiest thing to unplug and recharge and rest, because you are so used to sleeping with one eye open and reacting to every small little noise or rustle. Where you always had to be alert, always had to be on call, always feeling that pit of anxiety, that pit of fear. Always having to double think everything. And then you come home, you come off the battlefield, and you hang up your armor, you hang up your weapons. And you hear the birds singing outside in the tree and the kids playing in the park. And you have to start to imagine a world where you are happy, where there is balance. And how you are going to step into that direction. What is the joy you are planning for yourself? What is the passion you want to step into? Remember, we start with Dad. Dad asking us the questions. What's the plan? And here the energy is, and this might be a hard one to do because it is in our challenge. It's not going to be so easy to do, to imagine that joy and happiness. So something's probably going to irk us today. Maybe it's what somebody says, or maybe somebody didn't appreciate us in the way we wanted them to. We did something and it went unnoticed, or a lot less ceremonial in their praise to us as we wanted or expected. Because remember, Venus has just now moved into Leo. So then Venus is going to square Uranus today. So there could be just, new things, new events happening that we're trying to adjust, and we're trying to go to our happy place, but this is coming up. And we're more emotional because there's energy in Cancer right now. So we want to feel that safety. We want to feel that appreciation. We want to feel that love. And we want to give that love in our way. And yet we want the freedom and the expression because Uranus is there demanding us to feel free and liberated and independent. So we could be a little bit off balance today. So back it up a little bit. Take that deep breath. Say, okay, where am I going? Is this getting me there? Do I need to pay attention to this energy around me, or will it probably dissipate if I don't give it my attention? Somebody else's drama. Look at this, 5 of Wands. Yeah. It could be a day where we can feel like we're in a war zone when we're really not. Very much like when we first take off the armor, when we first hang up our weapons. We're not really trusting it yet. And that could be very much in our lives. Even though, it feels like it's okay, we just know that the earth is going to shake again because it always does. And so we are a little untrusting of the weather, the environment. The weather could be the weather. The storm's rolling in, the storm's rolling out. And 5 of Wands is saying that we're going to be in battle, and pay attention to that, because where we are wanting recognition or some kind of help or support, instead of turning it outward on the person that won't help or won't support, we need to turn it in on ourselves and say, I can do this. I would love for them to be a part of it, but if they choose not to be, I'm still doing it. Because this is who I am going forward. This is who I want to be going forward. And if they love me and they appreciate me and they respect me, they'll follow in suit in time. I just have to show them I'm serious about this. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a commitment within a relationship. Maybe there's issues within the community or the neighborhood. So I don't think it's going to be an easier day for us, only because we have to be very conscious of pulling it back. Let's see what our affirmation is. We have the 22 energy today, because that's what the day adds up to. I think I said that. And keep sight on the dream. Stay in the positive. I don't think it's going to be as easy today to stay in the positive. King of Air shows up. King of Air has not been around in a while. King, where are you? Here you are. Intellectual authority, reason over instinct, intellect over passion, success, negotiation, rules and laws. Truth is everything. I think before I act. I work the universal laws with clear intention. Do I see how the foundations of the past affect the present and the future? Well, what decisions, what commitments, what obligations have we signed up for that no longer serves the truth going forward? And where was it where we need to maybe exercise our freedom of choice? In what we need or want, or, intellect over passion. That's going to probably be a hard one today. And so the King of Air is here to say, think before you act. Take a step back. Even if you want to say it right away, don't say it right away. You have time to process. Don't jump to conclusions. I've told the story before. Me and my son going down the highway, and the guy cut us off, and my son was right away, like, oh, the nerve of him. And I thought, well, he probably doesn't even know I exist. I'm pretty sure he didn't wake up this morning thinking he was going to wait to see somebody like me on the highway and just cut me off. Maybe he just got some tragic news. Maybe he just lost his job. Maybe he doesn't know how to get through today, much less tomorrow. And so his mind is elsewhere. Did he even see me? Maybe not. But why am I taking it personally? Nothing happened. He had room. And sometimes we can just jump into it. And we need to be conscious and pull ourselves back today. I think it's important. I love giving these happy, positive readings, but today is one that says, you can get through this day and quite successfully by backing it up a little bit, by unplugging, by recharging, by thinking about your tomorrow, where you want to go, who you want to become. Oh, I still had the bluebird up there, so I haven't used my animal cards since that reading. We'll put the bluebird back in. Thank you, everybody, for your dad's stories and honoring mine. And let's see what the wise animals have to tell us today. Independence. The cat. Independence. So yes, please don't shoot the messenger, but I think it can be a very positive day, but we have to understand, the part about being logical over emotion. I mean, I think that's very important today. If we're thinking, if we are grounded, remember that 22 energy. The 22 energy demands that it's practical, that it's logical, that it's planned out. So we can't just jump into something. We can't just say something. We just can't do something that we'll later regret. Clever, secretive, mysterious, intelligent, independent, and nocturnal. It's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. If you have chosen cat, this is a strong message that you are to look at where in your life you are relying too heavily on another. Cat tells you that you are intelligent and clever enough to walk the path alone. If you just received a new job or a job promotion, you may feel you're walking unsteadily. But Cat tells you that you are not giving yourself enough credit. With regard to relationships, Cat tells you that you need to look at the balance of the relationship. Have you been letting your partner take the lead and make the decisions without your input? If so, it's time to rebalance the relationship. Cats have always been associated with mystery and the supernatural. It was once believed that cats were the demons or spirits, and witches used them as their familiars. They can sometimes be unpredictable and sneaky. You may be interested in the supernatural or the occult. Cat tells you to research and learn. Cats are also associated with healers and healing, with their calming purrs being used on a vibrational level as healing. Cat may be telling you that you are in need of some healing. You can snuggle with a cat or kitten, but if you aren't fond of the creatures, you can use massage, meditation, acupuncture, or I like how they put acupuncture in there. I think the nails of the cat. Or you may simply just need a cat nap. Cats are also nocturnal, and since many are afraid of the darkness, Cat tells you that it's time for you to look within at the deep and dark fears that you have suppressed. And that last part has been leading up to this new moon, to look within at the deep, dark fears that you have suppressed, to own your truth, to banish the self-doubt, find the root of it, weed it out, get the soil ready for planting of new seeds. So, whatever, especially, I kind of get this, you want somebody to support you, or you want somebody to help you, you want somebody to be on your side. And they're not there in the way that you want. And so, or you're doing something for them that is really, you see, is very unappreciative, or at least they're not making the fanfare you thought. And it could be a boss. You could have handed in something, or a teacher. You hand in your assignment. You're thinking you're going to get like this wonderful mark, and it comes back flatlined, and you're like, what? And you take it personally instead of looking at it objectively. And so we have to back away, step out of it, and view it without the emotion as much as possible today in order to logically know how to move forward. And maybe it's proving your own independence. Maybe it's having that heart to heart conversation. Think about your words. But don't get in their face about it, okay? Don't do this, okay? Don't go to battle over it. Unplug, back it up, take a deep breath, and let the dad voice in your head ask you, so what's the plan going forward? What do we truly want out of this? Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.